In United States, conversion rates are still at about 3% because online retailers focus mostly on converting branded traffic and on marketing to consumers in the late stages of the buying funnel. Also, e-commerce websites usually focus their link building campaigns on category and subcategory anchor text. Keyword research and web analytics tools, PPC data, and other similar sources provide insights on which keywords the target audience searches for, when they search, and where they search from. But savvy online retailers must understand searcher context and create a content plan accordingly. They try to answer the why question. User testing is one great way to gauge the why, but it has limits. Users don't just turn their computers on, navigate to your website, and buy your products. First, they realize they have a need. Next, they research online, decide what's good for them, and only then purchase. This journey is called the buying funnel. In this image, you can see how keywords in the awareness stage are generic and broad in nature, and gradually become more specific until they finally become the exact product the searcher wants to purchase. Although the keyword categorization in this example may seem easy and logical, in practice, the keywords used by consumers will belong to multiple categories and will be found in multiple buying stages. That's why you don't need to be too particular about where to bucket a keyword. Here are some great insights from one study that mapped 40,000 PPC keywords to the buying funnel. Targeting only keywords in the purchase and decision stages of the buying funnel for e-commerce websites can, theoretically, lead to 79% less organic traffic. The buying funnel is representative of actual online consumer behavior, at least at the individual query level. Advertisers can use the model to organize separate campaigns targeting various consumer touchpoints. The implication is clear. Don't ignore awareness key phrases. The research analyzed data from about 7 million keywords from a large retailer chain having a brick-and-mortar and online presence. As you can see in this screenshot from the study, the awareness and research keywords, which are mostly informational in nature, made almost 80% of the total keywords. The same research indicates high PPC advertising costs for the awareness and research stages. A staggering 4.6 million could have been saved with a proper keyword-to-content strategy. When you map keywords to buying stages and to user intent, and when you develop content accordingly, you will generate content that attracts organic traffic, create content that can be linked to more easily, support pages in vertical silos up to the top-level category, and you will also reduce advertising costs. The awareness stage. This is the first stage in the buying funnel. Your customers realize that they have a need or a problem, and they start researching general information about what would help them fill that need or fix that problem. They want to know what types of products or services are available on the market. For an e-commerce website, the queries that can be associated with the awareness stage are the broadest, most generic terms, such as department, category, or subcategory names. However, longer queries and natural language queries are also found at the awareness stage. For example, someone wants to know how to save on his daily commute. He starts by typing "best ways to save on commuting," then reads an article about commuter bikes. At this stage, consumers don't know yet what will address their needs and are still seeking information, so awareness queries usually contain neither brand nor specific full product names. They can contain an action or a problem that needs to be solved, for example, removing wine stains. At this stage, the user intent is mostly informational. The search queries associated with the awareness stage are what most of the e-commerce websites target, for example, head terms such as department, category, subcategory, or sub-subcategory names. These search terms are usually super competitive, and realistically, ranking for such keywords won't happen unless your website has a significant amount of authority in the industry. You will also need to have a lot of great content that clearly establishes your website theme and that makes you the go-to resource for a particular subject matter or theme. Some tactics associated with attracting traffic for these keywords are creating content at the lower levels of the website hierarchy. For example, community pages, articles, guides, how-to pieces, and blog articles. And then linking vertically from these pages. You will need a significant amount of content and consistent linking to support category pages. Another tactic is to silo the website with directories and internal linking. Building themed backlinks to the content-rich pages and articles. Showcasing instructional videos by featuring them on your website and through social media. The research stage. At this point, the consumer has identified the type of product or service that could help. The possible customer can now recognize brands in your industry or niche, but has not yet decided on a definitive brand. The customer still needs to refine his or her knowledge before making a purchasing decision. While the search queries are still broad, instead of generic searches, the consumer now uses more specific terms, including keyword modifiers such as brand names or geolocations. The queries may look like lightweight commuter bikes, insulated winter jackets, rear-mounted car racks, cross-training running shoes, European cruise deals, or 4-carat wedding ring. The queries can be subcategories, sub-subcategories, or product attributes. Long-tail queries can be found at this stage as well. In our biking example, the consumer may type, "What are the best brands for commuter bikes? Which brand is more reliable? Compare brand 1 with brand 2. What bike size do I need? What is the cost of an electric bike? How much it will cost to maintain a bike?" and so on. At this stage, the user intent is still mostly informational, but transactional intent may be there too. Write product reviews and product comparisons, as well as plenty of articles to answer your target market's questions. Write extensive user guides, for example, how to select an electric bike or how to choose a commuter bike in 10 easy steps. This type of content is an organic traffic driver and has the potential to become a real link magnet as well. Then promote this content socially and with influencers in your industry to generate buzz and, hopefully, backlinks. If you're a small or medium business that focuses on a particular line of products or in a particular niche, there's some encouraging news for you. Because the authoritative businesses you compete with on Google have a lot of inventories and themes to create content for, you may have an advantage if you're so focused. Another tactic is to create buyer personas to identify where the target market goes to read information online and what questions they have. Once identified, group them into topics and write articles to answer the questions. If you're interested in learning more about personas, click on the link in this slide to read about a leaked document that talks about Best Buy's buyers' personas. Keyword-rich internal linking is also important at this stage. Internal linking is actually important at all stages of the buying funnel, so make sure you correctly cross-link from informational pages to subcategory and category pages. The decision stage. Now your prospective customer has an idea about what solution is good for him or her. The prospect will research the best store to buy from, and it will try to get the most value. His logic and emotion will favor a particular brand. The possible customer will be much closer to making a purchase decision. At this stage, the consumer has chosen a product and a brand, but not the exact model number or version of the product. In our bicycle example, the searcher knows he wants the Reachback brand, and he knows he needs a commuter bike. The decision stage is where comparison shopping occurs, so search queries often include brand names and technical specifications, At this point, his queries will be more focused than in the previous two stages and can include very strong commercial intent keyword modifiers like sale, discount, coupon, buy, or buy online. Going back to our example, his keywords can be reach back coupons, reach back commuter bikes deals, reach back free shipping, reach back bike size guide, reach back commuter bikes comparison, and so on. At this stage, the user intent is mostly transactional with some commercial intent. Some navigational queries may occur when consumers check the manufacturer's websites directly. Make sure that your website shows up for branded search queries such as brand name reviews. Your website will claim the first positions if you have pages that target reviews-related keywords and if you build just a couple of good backlinks from external websites to those pages. Having a dedicated template page for brand name reviews will allow you to publish all the reviews for a particular product. You can see in this example how this online retailer has a reviews and news template for each brand. And here's how this website ranks for reachback reviews. They got the number 1 and number 2 positions. If you are the owner of the brand, your website should easily come at the top for your brand name, even without backlinks. Other tactics that you may consider are distribute coupons to build links and brand awareness. Write how-to content, user guides, and product comparison pages. Optimize your brand pages and product descriptions to include reassurances, shipping estimates, refund policies, and so on. Think about optimizing your content for conversions rather than SEO. Have a promotions or a coupons or a reviews page targeting your own brand terms. In this image, you can see the results for Macy's coupons. This is a great keyword to rank for, and Macy's is ranked number 2 for its own brand name plus coupons. By creating this coupons page on their own website, they are taking away traffic from coupon websites. If you accept coupon codes at checkout, make no mistake, consumers will leave the checkout process to find your coupons. Instead of allowing them to leave the checkout to find current promotions outside of your website, use a pop-up window or open a page in a new tab to list all of your current promotions and coupon codes. Create interactive tools for finding, comparing, or visualizing products. For example, virtual eyewear, try before you buy tools, see the painting in your room, and so on. The purchase stage. This is the stage at which consumers know either exactly what they want to buy or at least the brand they want to buy from. The queries contain specific product names and the exact model number or version of the product. The keywords are the most focused at this stage. These are probably the easier keywords to classify because they often contain the product name or the brand name. For e-commerce websites, the landing pages most associated with these queries are the product detail pages. At this stage, the user intent is mostly transactional, with some navigational intent as well. Engage appropriate influencers for product reviews and to send qualified traffic back to your website. Develop backlinks to product detail pages. Optimize product detail pages to include detailed product specs, persuasive descriptions, great images, questions and answers, and so on. Offer coupons. The purchasing stage is the last stage in our buying funnel model. But some marketers and sales professionals have gone into greater depth and broken it down into even more detailed stages. If you start by breaking down the funnel into just 4 stages, and if you start developing content based on them, you will see traffic and sales increase nicely over time. Keep in mind that a purchasing decision is never going to be linear. You will have prospective customers who start their journey in the middle or at the end of the funnel. Regardless of where the journey starts, you will be able to capture consumers at any stage if your content is well planned. Knowing about the buying funnel stages is important for understanding another keyword research concept, the user intent. The relationship between these two concepts is pretty tight. Usually, a consumer who is in the awareness stage is going to use informational search queries. When he is in the purchasing stage, he will mainly use transactional intent keywords that have a strong commercial intent.